Hello, everybody, and very warm welcome to Ask the Accountant Pitstop podcast. We're here on day 2 of Accountex 2026. And as always, we've got some pit stops to go through and some brand new people to go and talk to on the Pitstop podcast podium. Now, the first question I ask my guests each and every time is, who are you and why are you here?
Pleasure, Aaron, to host us. We run an accounting outsourcing practice. It's been 16 years by the name of Mindspace Outsourcing. We are a UK-based accounting outsourcing. We've got a team of around 180 bookkeepers and accountants. And we've been supporting accounting firms here in terms of audit, year-end accounts, payroll, VAT, and bookkeeping. And we are here to showcase our services, learn more, and network.
Love that. Nice.
Hi, I'm Laura from Laura Lee Bookkeeping, and I work with Kenny at Mindspace as well, and we've been working together for many years, so I've come to support him today.
Amazing. How long have you been in practice for?
15 years.
15 years? Not a chance. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Okay, let's go through some questions then. We're at Accountex 2026. What was your first opinion of it when you first came in? What was it? What did you feel like this time around? How many Accountex have you done as well?
So my first Accountex was back in 2016.
Wow.
And that was the one that I showcased. In fact, as a trivia, I went to Vegas for accountants. They did it once there.
Yeah.
So I'm a veteran, by the way.
Yeah. I always talk about that one time I went to Intuit Connect in Vegas.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got many a story, and I'm sure you've got many a story of Accountex in Vegas as well. But what was your overall feeling of Accountex this year?
Well, it's been great. There is a lot to talk about. There's two themes that's quite popular, what I feel. One is AI.
Yeah.
The other one's MTD is a shout out.
Yeah.
And there's been brilliant sessions that's been happening all around.
And have you been able to support your clients with MTD? Like, is that something that they've been asking for from an outsourcing point of view?
The reason why we showcased this time was exclusively to share details about the MTD support services that we have newly started with. And because of the deadline that's coming up in August, we pretty much geared for that.
Wow. And what sort of software would you be recommending that they use, or do you use any type of software?
We don't recommend anything. There's most likely some, but I can have top 4 starting from QuickBooks to Free Agent, Xero, and Sage 1.
Yeah. Amazing.
That's my top 4.
Is it your clients that choose what software they want for their client?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. What about yourself? Accountex, how many Accountexes have you done?
I think this is maybe my 5th one.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's very busy this time, very, very busy, and like Kenny says, with lots of AI stuff. So I usually enjoy it more than I have done on this occasion. I've found it quite overwhelming, and nothing really stands out from the crowd because everybody has been talking about the same things.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to sort of differentiate one over the other, but it's really good to go around and see what's available and talk to people, network, and that kind of thing.
And I think that's it, isn't it? Like, I completely get it. From a overwhelming point of view, this is overwhelm on a grandest scale possible, right? I've seen some really cool badges that people have worn. Tim Compton over at Sage, he's got one. And the badge is social battery. And he gets a little slider on it, and he can slide it up and down.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so if he's in a positive mood, he wants people to come along and talk to him, battery's all the way at the top. If he wants people to give him some space, he'll put it down to it. I think that's a really thing. And I think for somewhere like this, so needed, isn't it?
Definitely. I can do one of those, and so can some of my friends as well.
So you can see straight away. Exactly right. What are you most looking forward to out of this event? Is there anything have you any talks or anything like that? I know you're probably struggling to answer this one, but is there anything from your point of view?
Well, our first and foremost was with a booth, and we were more focused there, but day 2 is comparatively quieter. So initially I went for the tax theater and to understand more on the MTD side of things from the HMRC perspective. That was very interesting.
Yeah. Is there any talks you've been looking forward to, or?
Not so much talks, but one thing that I really enjoyed was that my account manager at Sage, Chelsea Sands, she put me up for Sage VIP access.
Oh, so you get to go upstairs?
Yes, I got to go upstairs and have
Fancy.
some coffee and do some good networking up there.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's really nice. I never get anything like that, so it was really great. Yeah.
Are
I
you a
enjoyed it.
Sage-focused bookkeeping, or?
I use Sage, Xero and QuickBooks. I like Sage because I've been using Sage forever, but I also like Xero a lot as well, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it depends on the job.
And I think you're right. That part of the event here of going to these VIP bits like networking and stuff like that, and seeing your account manager in person, that's a big part, isn't it, of an event like this?
Yeah, and telling them, support me more, please. But Chelsea's been great.
And I bet you get benefit from here, right? So yes, there's going to be an opportunity to hopefully get some new customers signed up, etc., and do that. But I think one of the big parts is that your existing customers can come talk to you, isn't it? Give you feedback and everything else.
Absolutely. My clients, it's quite interesting. I was just sharing with her. If I'm not here, I would get a heads up. So like yesterday, I had someone from Newmarket just popping up and they visited us. Another one from Brighton came in and they were like it's great to see everyone take feedbacks and probably network to someone, because what's been evolving now with accounting firms is everyone's remote. So even if you pay a visit, you don't get to meet your practice manager.
Exactly.
And it's a great place to do that.
Yeah. And for you, they say feedback is a gift, right? So that's how you find out ways to improve services and maybe offer new services, etc., right? And find more pain points for people.
That's what exactly we did, that they never knew about, that we are starting with MTD. And here we are.
And you get dragged into a podcast by the sounds of it.
Yeah, but we also go out for dinner every year and catch up with each other. It's wonderful that Kenny comes over each year because of Accountex. We get to catch up, and actually maybe this time I'll make it over to India as well.
100%.
But
100%.
Kenny's team are part of my team as well, so it's important that we catch up at least once a year,
Yeah, amazing. And what part of India are you from?
We're based out of Central West. It's a capital city called Jaipur. We are in. That's like probably 3 hours by road from New Delhi.
Yeah, I've been to Jaipur. I did.
Have you?
Forgive me if I'm wrong here, but is it part of the triangle?
Oh yes, that's the part of the Golden Triangle.
Golden Triangle,
It's
yeah,
also called the Pink City of India.
Yeah. It was a lovely place. Really loved it. Yeah. So an event like this, we've all got to kind of take our time out of our practices. For yourself and for you, you've got to travel away from India, right?
Yes, indeed.
There's a lot of investment there, time, etc., money, all that sort of stuff. What's your top tip for people to get the most out of an event like this?
For me, ideally is first and foremost, because definitely it's overwhelming. I would say that probably plan your day in terms of what talks you want to be, whom you want to network with. The app is seamless, and that if once you've done it, and keep some time for networking, because here, don't restrict yourself.
Yeah.
Meet people. There's a lot of good people that you can meet here. So I reckon that's would be my suggestions.
I love that. What about yourself?
Well, I'm also a member of the Accountants Mastermind, and Simon Chaplin always runs a webinar beforehand to make sure that we know how to plan before we come. And
Brilliant.
so, a dinosaur is walking past. And so, I always make sure that I've looked at the seminars that are available and planned out my day before I come, and plan some gaps in so I can walk around and network as well. So
Amazing.
Definitely plan before you get here. It's too much to take in all at once.
Yeah, and I think people are surprised about, because it's so big, that planning has to not only be talks and stuff, but who you want to visit, right?
Absolutely.
To come to your stand, you have to literally say, right, I am going to focus myself, I'm going to get myself there and get there, because there's so much going on, so much around, isn't it, that you could just completely miss it, even though it's a 2-day event.
100%, I agree. And once you're done with day one, then probably take some notes out so that you can have the day too quieter, more relaxed for networking.
Yeah. Awesome. What is it about this industry that you absolutely love? So we love asking this question. So we see passion, like you're passionate about your bookkeeping, you're passionate about helping your customers and clients. What is it about the accounting and bookkeeping industry that you really love the most?
Here, what I found, the accountants are very focused in terms of what's happening in compliance standpoint, and they're ready to embrace an accounting technology. And that's what brings a lot of accountants to Accountex, because apart from compliance oriented, accounting technology has been changing a lot. For example, here it is AI. And that's the best about accounting. They're ready and open to experience. And we've also experienced, I've been coming here showcasing since 2016, how open accounting firms have been and how they have evolved in terms of technology is simply outstanding.
I love that. I think the fact that that accountant bookkeepers are, wanting to take those changes, want to make those adaptations, and want to be agile, right? That's why they use people like yourself, isn't it? Because, that gives them, frees them up even more time to do even more good, right? That's how it comes. That's what ultimately what you're selling, isn't it? It's giving back time to accountants and bookkeepers.
I cannot agree more, because this is what has happened when we started working with Laura. It happened right here in Accountex, and it's been a journey. And Laura has been gracious and graceful. She has kept us on toes. We've learned a lot with her. It's been great to be part of her team. I just cannot imagine to have such a wonderful person just on our back.
And how's it been your end working with Ken?
Yeah, it's great. We have a couple of people that we work quite closely with, and they know the jobs well. It allows me to know that I've got that capacity there in an emergency, and they will always try to help me if I need something short notice.
Yeah.
So it gives me the confidence to say yes to maybe new clients or additional workloads that I wouldn't have been able to fit in the past,
Yeah.
And because we've worked together so long, and I have trained them in my quality standards as well as them having their own quality standards as well. So we really do work to the same page now.
I love that. And I'm being presumptuous here, but tell me if this is incorrect. But it sounds to me that, the time you're saving means that you could be more, valuable to your clients, right?
Yeah, I mean, you'd think I'd have all the time in the world, wouldn't you? Yeah, it's great to have that time. It means that I can take on more, and I can be more supportive to the clients that I've got, and I can seek more clients. It allows me to go out and grow the business.
And have confidence to grow, right? Because that resource is going to be there, isn't it? Yeah, I love that. So what is it that you love about the industry?
I like working with entrepreneurial people that are really hungry to succeed. And I also like working with people that start off hiring me for compliance purposes, but over time I train them and they get more and more involved and interested in their accounts and see the value of knowing what's going on a lot sooner than 3 months after their year end once a year when it's too late, and help them to become entrepreneurs themselves. And I love it when I've been working with someone a long time and I look round and they're so different about their accounts now than they were in the beginning. I get a joy out of that,
I love that. And you can see the passion there, right?
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. So that's what you love about the industry. What would you like to change with our industry?
Interesting. Towards tech side, I see there's so many tech products, and as an accounting firm, if I would be in their place, I see there's so much to choose from. There's need for a seamless tech platforms, etc., which is simpler and easier. Because the moment you're glued to a tech, what happens is there are a lot of add-ons that are creating a lot of frustration for accounting firms.
100%.
And
Yeah.
that's the kind of feedback I'm getting and the work that we've been doing for them. I just want everything to be more connected and
Yeah.
seamless for them. Becomes easier and efficient. I reckon AI can do it. How fast? I'm not too sure.
And it'll make your experience with your customers and clients better as well, right? Because if you can have a more seamless approach to it, they could use whatever practice management solution they like, right? And they could use that to ask for more resources off you and stuff. That's the world we want, isn't it? Like, imagine that opportunity that if it was more connected, if everything was able to talk to one another, the way you would, be able to grow even more because everything would just work in the same place, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And is there anything that you would like to change from the industry?
Oh, you know, I can only dream that HMRC might respond in real time, you know, and be accountable.
Is that not something you can help with? Is that?
Where the bots are.
Yeah, you know, I know that everybody's held accountable to do a good job apart from the HMRC. So, you know, that's all I can think of right now.
I love that. I love that. Okay, AI is a big talking point. You've mentioned it there. How are you seeing AI in your world going forward? Do you see it as a great opportunity? Do you see that there's chances where you could be even more efficient for your customers? Or are you a bit wary of it at the moment in terms of where it is? Where are you sitting at the moment?
Well, one word I would start with is AI is something you have to ride the wave to be more efficient instead of shying away. So that's practically it. What we have done to embrace it is we have built a proprietary tool for ledger checking and VAT return checking.
Wow.
And that's something we are doing internally. We're training the works that we are doing. And once it's something that we can showcase, then come up with a more stable solutions using AI tools in the background, that's something that can change quite a bit in terms of accuracy and confidence level as to how fast you can close your books and prepare your VAT returns.
And that must be great for you to hearing that, right? Because that's one thing that we just want that confidence in, don't we? And we want to be able to pick up our clients' books and we want to be able to advise them and give them all the added value. But if we're not confident that it's correct and anything else, we can't do that, right? So it must be great to hear that tools like that are being implemented.
Yeah, absolutely. It helps with the quality control. Like you say, we're all very focused on quality control on both sides. So, you know, it's wonderful to hear that they've found a way to do it more efficiently. But I do think that AI will always need an expert behind it. And, you know, if AI could do everything, then we wouldn't be here at all. So it can only assist us and take from our cues.
Yeah,
you know?
And I think that's where it seems to complement a solution like yours, Kelly, right? Where it's going to have the opportunity where you can make sure your team are, you know, experts in how to fix and look after AI, right? And make sure it's being used for good and everything else. And that just means that, you know, you're going to have the opportunity to have even more quicker turnaround and everything else, right? That, to me, is where the benefit's going to come from, isn't it? And we need experts like yourself embracing AI and using AI and pushing it through so that it can be done for good.
I would add to that, if whenever you're using any tool, I don't want to name it, you will get at the bottom, AI can make mistakes. Please take it. And that's what I would kind of second what Laura is saying, is there is a pair of eyes needed, but that person needs to be experienced. So you cannot replace experience with AI. It's that they can assist and make efficient.
Yeah, great point, great point. If I gave you a time machine today and you were able to go back 12 months, what tool or gadget, it could be a kitchen gadget, it could be a fitness gadget, it could be anything. What tool or software or anything would you like to put in that time machine to give yourself 12 months ago, because it's absolutely brilliant, it's changed the game? Is there anything you can think of that really, you know, wows you?
I've got challenges with sleep, so that's something I would look.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Have you found a gadget or tool to help you, or?
I tried on Hoop, didn't work out,
Yeah.
But that's something I'm looking, something that can calm me down before I go for a sleep.
Yeah.
It's completely off, but yeah, that's something that's,
Right.
because a good sleep makes your next day.
100%. But if you had that data of 12 months ago now, you might be able
Exactly.
to do more analysis,
Yes.
right? So, yeah, finding that data, starting that data sooner should only lead to good things. What about yourselves? Any tool, gadget, any software? Is it a piece of software you found, like walking around or anything like that?
I mean, today I've learned so much more about Dext than
Wow. Yeah,
I knew it could do. And
Yeah.
that's part of the reason why I like coming here as well, is to try and make sure that I can maximise the potential of the software that I am paying for. But I think the AI that's embedded in Dext and in Xero as well with Jax is really quite good, you know. So, and it's only really through coming here and looking at the demonstrations that I think, do you know what, we need to make use of this more. It's the traditional softwares that already exist, but
Learning more, the capabilities.
That's right, yeah. And now I think, I need to jump on these things straight away because they're brilliant, you know. And before I was nervous about mistakes and things like that, but now I realise it's fine because we have our checking processes anyway, and humans make mistakes as well. So maybe I would be more inclined to take on those new developments in the software quicker, I think.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Well, that camera, whichever camera worked for you, plug and plug away. Tell people where they can find you, you know, what websites, social media, all that sort of stuff. The floor is yours.
We are Mindspace Outsourcing. Please find it at mindspaceoutsourcing.co.uk and give us a shout.
Awesome. And what's the best thing you would recommend people? Is it to call you, email you, arrange a meeting? How would you normally start to introduce people to the world of Mindful?
I would prefer they would either call me or visit us and book a meeting, and we start that journey from there.
And how did you first get involved? Was it a meeting here or?
We met at Accountex, yes. I tried to walk away, but Kenny was very compelling. And
he's like, in 10 years' time, you'll be on a podcast. Come this way.
Yeah, something like that. I might have run the other way, in fact. No, I'm only joking. Yeah, no, I wasn't looking for outsourcing, but Kenny was very compelling, and I said to him, well, I respect that you've got my attention, so I'll give you some time. And it was one of the best things that I've done in my career, you know, because now I have a great partner in Mindspace.
I love that. And it's giving you confidence to grow and everything else. And that gives you satisfaction, isn't it? When you can see your customers going from strength to strength.
Yes, indeed. And that's what I owe to Accountex on that.
Yeah, amazing. Well, thank you very much to both of you. You've been amazing guests on our podcast. Thank you for sharing some insights, letting us know what's going on in your world. And thank you very much for watching this episode of Pitstop Podcast. If you want more entertaining podcasts like this one, you're in the right place, so make sure you like, subscribe, and all that sort of stuff. We've got more information and more podcasts coming from Accountex 2026. Grid walks, we've got it all. So make sure you like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Pleasure.